Good Erev Shabbos. The pasuk this week says in pasuk Vav, "Vayil Yishav v'chamar v'tzoyin ve'eved v'shivcha v'eshlecha lahagid la'adoni limso chen beinecha." From here, Rabbi say, we can learn a tremendous inyan of being makdim shalom l'chaveroi. How being makdim shalom to somebody else brings the Shechina into that relationship. There's a famous, beautiful story that my father told me growing up of a certain Chassidish in Poland who used to take a walk every day, and for 25 years he would greet each person, and after many years he came to know each person by their own name. And he would say, "Good morning, Mr. So-and-so." And at the end of his long route of walking a mile or two every morning, he would get to a farm outside the city. And as he approached the farm outside the city, he would say, "Good morning, Herr Muller. Good morning, Herr Muller." And the answer would come back, "Good morning, Herr Rabbiner. Good morning, my dear Rabbi." And what happened was, the winds of war came into Europe. This particular chassid ended up wearing the stripes of Loyalenu V'Loyalechem, the Auschwitz stripes of the uniform in Auschwitz. And as he was in the Selektia one morning, he was called down to the Selektia standing with hundreds of other Yidden. Links, recht was yelled at him. And then he heard the voice, and he recognized the links, recht. And as a reflex, uncontrollable reflex that he had after 25 years of saying the same thing, he looked up at this Yimach Shemai V'Zichroi Nazi, who was the same person who was in that farm, and he just said, "Good morning, Herr Muller." And he was told, "Rex." That good morning, he was told, "Good morning, Herr Rabbiner, Rex." That good morning had saved his life. The second idea I want to share with you, so we see the chashivas of saying good morning, being makdim shalom, stavka shalom. Rabbeinu Shalom says over and over, shalom. Having mitalmid of shalaron, shalom. The second thing I'd like to share with you is an unbelievable kasha. It says that Vayavam es ma'ava hayabayk, and what happened was Yaakov Avinu left. He left Pachim Ketanim. He went back and he crossed over by himself. The Gemara says in Chulin, Daf Tzadik Aleph, from Aleph. I'll read to you from the bottom of the Gemara. It says, Vayavasa Yaakov Levadoi, Amar Rabbi Elazar, Shenishtar al Pachim Ketanim. Mikan tzadikim shechoshav aleim amoinim yoisim begufam. Their money is more important than their lives. V'kol kach lama lefi she'ein poishdin yedeihen begezel. How could it be that to a tzaddik that their money is more important than their life? Doesn't even make sense. Where does that come from? Their money is more important than their life. You think a tzaddik, his life is more important. He could do Torah and mitzvahs. The answer, Rabbi Say, I believe, is that to a tzaddik, like we saw in last week's parasha from Yaakov Avinu, he said, "Lechem," he asked HaKadosh Baruch Hu, "Give me lechem, lecho, beged lubosh, v'cho asher titein, aser asrenu loch." To a tzaddik, he understands the cheshivas of money, that outside of his own individual needs, the bare basics that he needs for his family, all the rest of the money is for chesed, mitzvahs, hachzokes Torah, and ma'asim tovim. And that's why Yaakov Avinu said, "V'cho asher titein li aser asrenu loch." Yaakov Avinu viewed this small insignificant pachim, even though Yaakov was a tremendous Oshir. He viewed leaving over these pachim tanim as being ma'il behektish. It was me'ila behektish. That money is moment hektish. That money was meant to be used for achzokes Torah and kiyum mitzvahs. And therefore, Yaakov went back. Even though he was misakin himself, he put himself in a sakana gedayla to go back. And we see that there was a sakana. He ended up fighting with Esav. Nevertheless, Yaakov believed shluchei mitzvah einin nizakin, because he was going back on a shliach mitzvah, because he's being matzil momen hektish from me'ila b'hektish. May it be the will of the Rabbeinu Shalom that all of us as zoicha to have this understanding that our money is momen hektish, that we're meant to do with it Torah and mitzvahs and achzokes Torah and chesed and ma'asim tovim, and therefore, with that understanding, may we be zoicha to a tremendous bracha of shefa, bracha v'atzlacha. Have a wonderful Shabbos.